Welcome back to the Harper channel. Today is November 12, 2022. My name is Ánh Dương and I'm currently at the scenic and spiritual site that is well known. That is Hang Pagoda or can be Kim Sơn Tự. Hang Pagoda located in the center of Chùa Hang Road, Thái Nguyên City, on the left of National Highway 1B, toward Thái Nguyên to Lạng Sơn, toward many famous landscapes and relics such as Linh Sơn Cave, Phượng Hoàng Cave, and Mỏ Gà Stream. This place is famous as a sacred temple, a place of practice for many true monks, and a major Buddhist center, once included in the anthology of 100 typical Vietnamese temple first published in 2011. This is an ancient temple. The glass had a history dating back to the 11th century and was ranked as a national scenic relic in 1999. Three high and snowy mountains surround the scenic relic of Hang Pagoda. The mountain in the middle is named Huyền Vũ, and on the left and right are two majestic mountains of Thanh Long and Bạch Hổ. Three mountains stand next to each other by a cedar mountain ranked about 1,000 meters long, with an area of mountain foot about 2.7 hectares. So, why is there the name Hang Pagoda Kim Sơn Tự? Legend has it that Hang Pagoda dates back to the Lý dynasty in the 11th century, a flourishing period of Buddhism. At that time, on a beautiful spring morning in the year of the dog, Lý Thánh Tông king woke up and told his wife Nguyễn Phi ỷ Lan that he was led to a beautiful land in Đồng Hỷ, Thái Nguyên, now is Đồng Hỷ or Thái Nguyên City, by the Golden Buddha. Complying with the king's command, she immediately visited this place and found that this place had charming scenery, magnificent mountains, and large cave, just as in the king's dream. So she took the cave to build a temple to worship Buddha. Perhaps Kim Sơn Tự was born here, but people often call it Hang Pagoda because the pagoda is in the cave. Certainly, Hang Pagoda has been restored and built many new buildings such as Tam Bảo Mến Hố, Tam Quan Nội, Tam Quan Ngoại, Bell Tower, Drum Tower, Ancestral Breathing House, Tiên Lữ Palace, and Yard 2 stores, serving the festival with a total planning area of 8.2 hectares with 27 items. Although it has been restored and built, Hang Pagoda still retains the old architecture and still exists to this day. After going through the gate, you will come to a very large courtyard in front of the Tam Bảo Mến Hố. And behind me now is a statue of Sakyamuni Buddha, over 3 meters high, made of monolithic jade. On the side, there are two stone lamps on both sides. In front, there is an inscription banner and two stone 11 portraits on both sides. The bell tower and the drum tower are located on the left and right side. Viewed from the outside, the bell tower is on the right with a bronze well weighing more than 1,000 tons. The left drum tower has a largest female drum, 1.5 meters in diameter. The bell tower and the drum tower have a bearing frame made of precious wood. The liquid cave, bell, and drum will be played every time there is a festival or important event of Hang Pagoda. After going through the courtyard, we will come to the Tam Bảo main hall. Here hang a largest painting Kim Sơn Cổ Tự. Tam Bảo main hall were inaugurated in 2011 with an area of about 800 square meters with unique architecture, very ancient and majestic. According to the ancient custom of Eastern people in general and Vietnamese people in particular, when we go to the temple, we will head to Ban Tam Bảo to pray for fortune and peace for ourselves and our families. Those who do business will come here to hope that if everything will be smooth sailing and if everything is expected. Behind Tam Bảo main hall, the ancestral worship hall, also known as Duong Kim Sơn, has a dream-shaped architecture with a bearing frame made of many precious kind of wood through floor and 8-root art with ancient and superficial curved blade. This plate has a shrine to worship the statue of Bodhisattva Thiên Thủ Thiên Nhãn, Buddha, Emperor Trần Nhân Tông, and relic of the true monk abbot and those who have contributed to Hang Pagoda. On the left side, in front of the Tổ Đường Kim Sơn, there is the worship place of Quan Âm Buddha. There is an astral and precious wood statue of Quan Âm Buddha with a gentle to self-sentient being. Next, on the way to the ancient Hang Pagoda, visitors stop at Tiền Lữ Điện, which is a worship place of the Dread Emperor, the 4 immortal fairies and the 7th fairy. Tiền Lữ Điện is located on a high ground, having a beautiful campus with many trees, some stone statues around, and a front largest yard shaped like a bower. According to historical documents and ancient inscription on cliff in the cave, Hang Pagoda was also called Tiên Lữ Cave and associated with a legend handed down in folklore. Legend had it that in the past, on Chùa Hang Mountain, 7 fairies often came down to play chess, and battle at Dragon Eye Well. Dragon Eye Well, located at the foot of the mountain, is a branch of Long Tuen Stream with a cool water resource flowing from the cave. There is a cross on Long Tuen Stream, 500 meters from the pagoda, spraying out into a largest, round, deep well full of pure cold water and fish. Since then, there has been the Dragon Eye Well. Hang Pagoda, also called Kim Sơn Tự, has a very unique architecture and still retains the nature landscape. There are many stalactites in the shape of Buddha, Vọng Phu statue, Đường Tăng going to get the suture, Buddha Guanyin Bodhisattva, Buddha Sakyamuni, elephant, tiger, flying dragon, dancing unicorn, or image of Linga, Yoni, and cold plate, different mysterious shapes. Right at the Veil Cave entrance, there is a big stone-like portrait elephant inside the cave. On both sides of the cave entrance, there are protector statues of Mr. Huyền Thiện riding an elephant on the right, and Mr. Chu Ác riding a tiger on the left. The two protectors create majesty toward the gate of the sacred place. On the cave down, there are many stalactites shimmering like sparkling crystal light. The cave will also have stalactites protruding and hanging down to form altar, which are very natural, beautiful, and interesting. Inside the cave, there are many nooks and crannies that are said the front is the way to heaven, and the behind is the way to hell. There are front door, back doors, and ventilating hole, the shimmering and fanciful light, the fresh air, the magnificent, poor, and profound landscape, touching the heart of visitors every time they come here. Today, Hang Pagoda with a spacious campus, majestic natural scenery, fresh air, and unique architecture has spiritual and cultural value. Hang Pagoda has become a famous tourist attraction of Taiwan province, in particular, and our country in general. This is not just a spiritual home, but also a place to practice Buddhism and hold community activities, creating unique future for the spiritual and cultural life of Taiwan people.